So today, a new video game two new video games released, two big releases. There was Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Spider-Man 2. I actually started streaming some Mario Bros. Wonder last night, since there was like a 10 p.m. release going on at my local GameStop, so started streaming a bit of it last night. I was planning on streaming some more today. I probably still will today, but the thing is, I like to do one investigation per stream with this game, but that usually takes me several hours, and I typically don't have the time to stream for several hours. The last one took 5 hours. I don't have that kind of time in the middle of the week, and it's a Friday night, so it's like, hey, I have the time. So Mario Wonder is a lot better for shorter sessions, whereas I'm doing full investigations, it's better to, like, do this here, you know, is the case. So that's my thought process as to why we're doing Detective Pikachu Returns right now. I'll probably switch over to Mario Wonder later. Hello, Mortis. We'll see as this game progresses here. Also, I see it a lot in my, I'm just now noticing on the bottom of the screen there, but I see it a lot in my video essays where people are just like, oh, no one at Game Freak is to blame for the modern state of Pokemon, but Game Freak, along with the Pokemon Company, are, like, major shareholders in the IP and, you know, probably do get to make, like, a lot of executive decisions. I'm just now noticing that Game Freak is credited at the bottom in this game as well, where I would have thought, like, I thought this would have just been, like, the Pokemon Company and Creatures, and, like, Nintendo to an extent. But no, Game Freak had a hand in things as well, I guess because they get to make executive decisions and stuff. Also, this is a small thing, but, you know, I feel like the cursor, the little triangle beside load, it should be at least bobbing back and forth to indicate that, you know, this is a video and not just an image. Like, it just, I don't know. It was only on staying on the title screen like this that I noticed how it felt kind of off and stuff. Yeah, let me adjust my microphone here a little bit. Tis a Friday, tis the end of the week. But yeah, just watched the pilot to the amazing Digital Circus today, and good lord, it's a masterpiece. Is it bad that I don't know what that is? I'm not entirely certain. I appreciate the 110 bits there, Anima. Oh no!
Oh no, I dropped all my bits.
Ah, what?
Hope no long-haired man tried to reach them. Put your hands up.
Ah! Oh noes! I swear I'm not trying to take your bits and stuff. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, we were going to Bamboo Burrow because... Why were we going? Oh, because we were because the bad guys were shipping Pokemon there, right? I think that's the place that they were being sent, and that's also the place that Rachel met like an Ursaring as a kid that like took care of her. So we'll probably see that Ursaring again. New YouTube animated series from Glitch. I don't even know what Glitch is either. I'm sorry to say. But hello, Adama. How are you doing today? I saw what you mentioned in the Discord there of picking up a whole bunch of games and stuff. Yeah, they were doing that with the Pokemon and stuff. I just checked out a new series, like, earlier today. I did end up binging Captain Laserhawk. My god, I think if I had to describe that show in one word, it'd be unhinged. Memories of the Bamboo Forest. It was quite the trip, let's say. Quite the journey there. Like, my goodness. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, that was certainly, I think Rayman might actually be my favorite character in the show, just for, like, what they did with him. I'll probably talk about that a little bit after these, cutscenes here. You know, slight spoilers for that. I won't get into too crazy spoiler territory, just, like, some general stuff. But yeah, and hello, John Wildcat. Yeah, and yeah, they do a lot of the time. Anima, you're horrible? Oh no. Like, hopefully not doing too bad. I saw you, you know, mentioning that, you know, getting sick and stuff like that. You know, take it easy and look after yourself and stuff and get lots of rest. Alright, Tim, let's go find Jessica. Oh yeah, we need to go find her. That was why. Yeah, we need to make sure that Unitas organization isn't after her. Guess we don't have time for any sightseeing while we're here. Jessica should be working at the pizzeria. Let's go there first to see if she's around. Right. So, in this show, it used a whole bunch of Ubisoft IPs in, like, unexpected, unconventional ways up the yin-yang. I recognized a lot of them. I didn't recognize all of them. You know, there were some from, you know, plenty of series that I haven't played. But, you know, a lot of them that I did recognize. And, you know, I was able to point at... Well, I didn't literally point at the screen. But I was like that meme where, you know, pointing at the screen like, hey, I know that. With things like, oh, this is your friend T-Bone, right? One of the characters is saying to, Marcus Holloway from Watch Dogs 2. This is your friend T-Bone, right? Like, I'm surprised that he's still around. Instances like that where it's like I can point to the screen and be like, whoa, I know him, you know? In fact, that Rayman and Mouse have the same voice actor, then he learned a voice actor, also voice a character, and Thomas and Friends. He gets around. He definitely gets around there. I mean, yeah, the 2D icons are, like, technically, like, 3D, but 2D, you know, it's that weird kind of thing, Bob there. And hello's a sandwich. Greetings. Are you on vacation or something there? I'm doing pretty alright. I was just talking about the show that I just binged Captain Laserhawk there. And, wow, it was certainly something. So it used like a whole bunch of different Ubisoft IPs, and the one that I was definitely most fascinated by was what they did with Rayman. Like, a lot of the internet has just kind of, you know, memed it up of like, oh my goodness, look what happened to Rayman. But, you know, in the context of the actual show, he was actually probably one of the most fascinating characters in terms of what they did to him. He's essentially like a major propagandist for the not so great government and stuff. Like, the thing that I found the most surprising was when they cut over to commercial breaks for things like Rayman Kids, that really just seemed to be like a little bit of an analogy for things like Hitler Youth, except the Rayman Kids, where it's like, ah yes, let's teach all these not so great values to children as part of government propaganda with like the face of Rayman. I was very, very surprised at this show. I found it really interesting. So, you know, that was neat there. I also found the Assassin's Creed Frog character interesting, and I looked up like some information on it afterwards, and I saw this interview with like the main creator there, and apparently he was asked like, why a frog, and he was like, frogs are just cool. Like, aren't frogs awesome? It was something like that. That's why I made an Assassin's Creed frog. Because I thought that it was pretty funky. But yeah, you're playing a game with that old man. Sounds fun. So yeah, that, like, if I had to choose like one singular aspect that I was the most stunned by that show, yeah, Rayman Kids. Quite the audible gasp at that. It was a very thought-provoking show, let's say. Heracross throws foes to this empty horde. I certainly do not regret watching it. I will say that it does end, like, indeterminately. It does end openly, and, like, the story's not finished. They would have to do, like, at least a season 2 or something like that, and time will tell if it turns out to be popular enough that it gets one. I hope that they do, but we'll see. It looks threatening. Let's stay out of its way. And there was just a lot of nods to even just the gaming industry in general. Not even, like, Ubisoft stuff specific, but a lot of gaming things. And there were a lot of scenes that they would adopt art styles of different, like, types of games. Like, oh, here's, like, a SNES-era fighting game where the characters are, like, very simple, you know, 16-bit or whatever the heck sprites on the screen fighting one another. And rather than having, like, spoken dialogue, here's, like, the subtitles at the bottom with their pixelated portraits. You know, stuff like that. Or, here's a UI where it's, like, a dating sim. And here's the little timer going by as the character is selecting what option they want to say to the person that they're trying to seduce. You know, stuff like that, where there was just, like, a lot of general gaming industry nods like that, where it's just like, okay, yeah, I was someone that very much loves studying the game industry and stuff, and just seeing all these different styles. It was kind of cool, and the way that they were transition things. It was interesting. Looks really angry. I would definitely recommend it, honestly. But yeah, why'd everyone react badly to your smash or pass earlier? Because you posted cringe! I mean, hi. Hi there, can I interest you in some herbal medicine? Please buy as much as you'd like. What they did with Rayman in that show just boggles the mind because they chose Rayman of all characters for that role. Yeah, and when I was reading, like, this, like, director interview afterwards, he said that apparently one of the Ubisoft CEOs would come to every meeting just to keep on nodding and being like, yep, he's allowed to do that. That's okay. Yep, this is fine. You know, it was, I'm just so stunned. Like, I was surprised that any company would let stuff like that happen with their IPs. You know, it was, it was certainly something. Like, imagine if that was something like Nintendo IPs. Like, no chance. That would never happen. like, I definitely see it being more likely with Ubisoft IPs, but I'm surprised that even Ubisoft allowed it. But I guess Ubisoft's a little bit more open to that kind of thing. I'm kind of glad that they were. Like, yeah, there was somehow that. It was a very brief scene in the show. It was only a few seconds long. Like, there wasn't very much to it. It's basically just Rayman seeing something coming up on the TV screen and then reacting to it. So there wasn't that much. I know that that's one of the shots that's been like really blown up online, but in the show it's only like a few seconds long, but it's still really surprising. But yeah, hey, the character models in this game don't look too bad when they're not showing their faces. Yeah, and you pretend that their hair belongs to Lego minifigures. Hi there, can I introduce some herbal medicine? Please buy as much as you like. Interesting. What kind of medicine do you have? Oh, you know, all sorts. All sorts. And yeah, Ubisoft does do some weird stuff sometimes. That's descriptive. Just looking after the shop while the owner's away. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure that's something to laugh about. About the herbal medicine. I think Ubisoft is just like, what do you think about, shut up, it's great, send it. Yeah, maybe. In both good and bad ways. This was more of a good way. Sometimes, you know, sometimes there's some bad ways, like, Day 1 Assassin's Creed Unity. Owner's quite enthusiastic about herbal medicine. He's always disappearing to go look for ingredients. He'll pop out, then suddenly show up again with piles of roots and empty insect shells. And shells. I don't know why my brain thought that that might be something else for a second there. When he couldn't enter the bamboo forest a couple of years back, he ended up finding another good spot to collect ingredients. Turns out that spot's got different ingredients in the bamboo forest. He's been popping over there. Whoops, I pressed A a little bit too early. Been popping over there ever since. No, I thought the owner was being kind of careless with his business at first. Sounds like he actually knows what he's doing. That shop would go out of business without the owner's hard work. I'm more than happy just to hold down the fort. You seem like a great pair. But yeah, that show did more for the Rayman IP than any modern Rayman game. What do you mean modern Rayman game? There's no such thing. The last time a Rayman game came out was over 10 years ago, if we're not counting Rayman in the Phantom Show DLC in Mario Plus Rabbids, which I thought was pretty good too. You know, like Mario Plus Rabbids was really good there. Like, if we want to count that as like a Rayman mini game, yeah. The last Rayman game that came out was Rayman Legends. And that came out in, like, what, 2013? Yeah, just over 10 years ago here. Here, I can pull up display capture. Like, August 20th, 2013, this came out. Unless I'm going crazy, I don't believe that there has been a Rayman game since then. Like, let's see here. It goes up until, yeah, Rayman Legends is the last mainline Rayman here. Came out in 2013. Like, other platforms as well, but like original release. Spin-offs, has there been anything? Well, you know, technically, other here. Rayman, oh, the heck? Apparently there have been other Rayman games that came out, like Rayman Mini 2019. What the heck is this? So there have been other Rayman games in the past 10 years, but like, just mobile games? It's a platform video game developed by Ubisoft Montpellier and past games published by Ubisoft. Not really much of a page here. Centered on Rayman who've been shrunk to the size of an ant. The players have to pass through scenarios, 48 levels at total, full of different obstacles and enemies with the goal to undo the spell. Wait, oh, that. Okay. I was like, what spell? Game gives opportunity to choose between 3 characters, Rayman, Barbara, or Glowbox, and unlock different costumes to customize them. Okay. Rayman Adventures, there isn't even a page for it. So, I think I remember this one coming out, like, shortly after Legends there. So, bunch of canceled games. Yeah, good old Rayman 4. Man, what a time. Hi, Jesse. Back when that was, canceled there and never came out. On December 24th, 2022, most of the assets and levels used in the prototype were leaked by an anonymous user on Internet Archive, including the original designs of the Rabbids, the rival creatures, some of the cutscenes, and the levels. Over when Rayman gets hit by the Rabbids, he loses his clothes for some reason. Wait, what? Oh, man. Speaking of Rayman without clothes, one of the interesting attentions to detail in this show that I just watched there are some shots that have Rayman in his underwear, and despite the fact that he doesn't have legs, he just has feet. Like, he still has holes for, like, where the legs would be. Where, you know, it's just, you know, bare skin there. Which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, so it was technically that. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV party. Haven't there been... Oh, I was about to say, yeah, there have been other Rayman games since then. or other Rabbids games since then, but they're not counted here because I don't include Rayman. Like, there isn't even Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle listed here because it doesn't include Rayman, but Sparks of Hope is here because it includes Rayman in the DLC. So, yeah, but yeah, the last time that a Rayman game came out was, you know, over a decade ago. It has been a little while. You know? And he comes out of nowhere in this form. Like, finally he gets, like, some gameplay, some new gameplay in a long time after, you know, the Mario plus Rabbids DLC there, which I thought was pretty nice there. I quite enjoyed his battle against the Phantom and stuff. But then there's this show's appearance where this happened to him. Like, at least if he hasn't had a new game come out in 10 years, at least it almost guarantees that anyone that's, like, a big Rayman fan is not really gonna be, like, a little kid anymore that's like, oh, Rayman's in this show, I should see this show to see my favorite character, Rayman. Like, no, everyone, everyone that loves Rayman is either, like, a teenager or adult at this point, you know? At least there's that, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I'll go ahead and close that now. I gotta switch my input back over here again. Yeah, so there's that. Blasphemy for your Smash or Pass. Anyway, opinions on Super Mario Wonders and when you'll get a maiden? What? Opinions on Super Mario Wonders and when you'll get a maiden. I don't understand what the connection between Super Mario Wonder and my state of being maidenless have to do with one another, but and yeah, it was that long ago, you know. So the show literally did more for the Rayman IP than Ubisoft. Yeah. Speaking of Netflix, you were suddenly reminded of how Netflix ran a really bad adaptation of Resident Evil. That's what I heard. I haven't seen it, and I kind of don't want to see it because I've heard bad things about it. It's puzzling that Capcom would allow its IP to be predictably tarnished. Yeah, like, it's so weird. Like, here's this Netflix show of, let's turn Resident Evil into a show or movie or whatever the heck they did. Maybe both. I know that they've done, like, some different things over the years. A little bit of dog hair flying throughout the air there. And then just make, like, a really shitty adaptation. And, you know, just, you know, make existing fans not like it, not bring any new fans, and everyone just generally dislikes it by trying to adapt things poorly. And then you have something like Captain Laserhawk, where it's just like, let's take all these Ubisoft IPs, go, like, absolutely unhinged with them and actually make some really thought-provoking content and, you know, just go hog wild, and I actually thought it was pretty good. I don't know what the general reviews are looking like, but I at least enjoyed it. I will say, I would recommend it. But yeah, let's just see here. I don't feel that long ago since Rayman Legends came out. I mean, it feels pretty long ago for me. I got it when it first came out on the Wii U, you know? Capcom just partnered with Niantic, who has mixed reviews on mobile, a game where it needs help so bad? What? Does that have something to do with Resident Evil there? Yeah, what now? And hello, Guzma. How are you doing today? Hi, Jesse. You feeling okay? Eh? It's possible that you're out of sorts because we came down here without giving you your coming down here treat that you've somehow gotten into the habit of getting. She has her schedules. A while back, I started giving her a treat from time to time on first getting down here to help her settle down. And now it's part of her schedule where it's just like, hey, I came down here. I haven't had my treat yet. What's up with that? Fine. If I can actually grab a bag from the shelf here. This one's still sealed. This other one that I started digging out has mostly crumbs in it right now that I'll just pour into her doogie food at some point. I can't seem to reach any other ones, so we're opening this sealed one. It's another one of the ones that Anima Nerd sent a while back, which I do appreciate again, Anima. We've been going through those other bags of treats. This is the last one that's sealed. I mean, not anymore. Soft well bites. Moist and tasty, it says. Here, would you like a treat? There you go. Now, can you settle down? Now that you've had your coming down here treat? Now, are you happy? Oh, man. But yeah, let's just see here. Hope to God that Netflix doesn't mess up the Scott Pilgrim TV animated show. I've heard the name before, and I think I saw, like, an ad for, like, some trailer or something like that. But I don't actually know what it is. Is it bad? Is it bad that I don't know what it is? What Scott Pilgrim is, that is. But I've heard the name before, but, never played a Rayman game, to be honest, other than a very tiny bit of Legends. Legends is so good, though. Capcom partnered with Niantic, which made Pokemon Go, and the game that Capcom set out to them is called Monster Hunter Now. Okay. Best part of Captain Thunderhawk, at least for me, is because you didn't even know it was a thing that existed until the show released and Rayman clips went viral. Yeah, it's been amazing advertising for them. But yeah, I genuinely think that Rayman was like the most interesting character. Not in the sense of just like, like he's a like amazing hero that you root for. No, just like one of those characters that's like very fascinating in the world that they exist in. Like we've been playing through Walking Dead Telltale recently. Like Kenny is another one of those characters where in the Walking Dead games, Kenny is not exactly like some knight in shining armor, like absolute standout hero. Like he has his flaws, but you know, yeah, he's a very fascinating case to include in that kind of setting and world. And, you know, a very interesting subject of study within that kind of plot. That's what Rayman is in Captain Laserhawk, essentially. It's just like a character that really gets you thinking and going like, huh, well, that's propaganda for you and stuff. But yeah, heard about the Mystery Dungeon thing? I saw the posts in the Discord server. I don't really get my hopes up about that kind of thing anymore. When I was in line yesterday, I know I'm getting so off track from Detective Pikachu, and we've just been stuck here chatting for a little while, which I've gotten, it hasn't happened for a while, but I've gotten comments before of people complaining about, like, man, he just talks, he's not playing the game, ugh. Like, if people want to just see gameplay, then just go look up a no commentary playthrough, or like a cutscene movie. You know, if they don't like us just chatting here. But anyway, when it comes to Mystery Dungeon, when I was in line for Super Mario Bros. Wonder yesterday, some of the guys that I was in line with recognized this necklace and asked, is that a Mystery Dungeon thing? And I said, yes, it is. And we started chatting about Mystery Dungeon for like the next 20 minutes. So there is that. Is Rayman even remotely a villain character in his own games? No. And he's, in the show, he's not even a villain either. He's more of like an anti-hero, you know. Is probably what best classifies him. See anything unusual lately?
Excuse me?
Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Oh yeah, we're playing Detective Pikachu, aren't we? Unusual, huh? Well, our supply of herbal medicine has gotten pretty low, so I've been wondering whether it'll last until the owner gets back. I see. I hope he comes back soon. Me too. It'd be a shame if he came back to a shuttered stop. Oh, she's so carefree. Okay, do I want to get into some slight kind of spoiler stuff? Anyone that doesn't want to hear, like, click off for the next minute or minute and a half or something like that, or anyone watching on YouTube, like, skip ahead, like, a minute. Essentially, what they did with him, he's not a villain. He's not just like, I'm gonna be doing the stuff that I'm doing for, like, completely shameless, selfless reasons. He's a character that was shunned by society in that world, and he was essentially given a chance and put on a pedestal by the group that wanted to turn him into a propaganda machine. And because of that, he felt like he owed that group something, like, oh, all this stuff that they did for us. Like, or like him talking to his, like, himself in the mirror, basically, like, oh, they did all this stuff for us. We should defend them, and we should try to work this out reasonably. And eventually he needs to, like, come to terms that he doesn't exactly owe them anything, that they just used him to their own ends, and he has to essentially come to the character development of, fuck it, I'm doing my own thing. They just used me. I don't owe them anything, and I'm gonna do what I feel is right, you know. And I thought that was interesting. Anyway, that's what I want to share about that. Yeah, well, that and being like, I don't know how best to describe it. But yeah, essentially, I'm feeling very lost. It's you never played a Rayman game? Blasphemous. But I have a lot of hopium that something's coming out next year. I guess we'll see. I mean, the Mystery Dungeon trademark they made October 4th a few weeks ago is 100% real. Yeah, but there was also the whole thing where Bob with, like, the last Pokemon Presents that we got our hopes up for when it turned out to be nothing. So, you know. But yeah. How has no one played a Rayman game? Everyone's banned. Hey there, here to do some sightseeing, and have I got the souvenir for you. Our bamboo charcoal is made from only the finest piece of bamboo. Trust me, our quality is first class. First class, eh? That's a bold statement. I'd love to hear more about this neighborhood, and about bamboo charcoal too, if you don't mind. No problem at all. Can't tell you much about the neighborhood, I'm afraid. Well, I can talk your ear off about bamboo charcoal. So we may as well listen to his charcoal spiel. With the bamboo charcoal. Man... Everyone's uncultured. Should I just switch over to Rayman right now? If I had time in my schedule, I totally would. I probably shouldn't right now. As I'm sure you're well aware, Bamboo Burrow is famous for its bamboo. By harnessing that abundant natural resource, bamboo charcoal was born. Bamboo charcoal is crafted by a charcoal master with 60 years of experience. He pours his heart and soul in every piece. Well, I don't exactly have to do like a whole playthrough of Rayman Legends. I could just switch to it to play a level and then switch back here, and then it's part of the Detective Pikachu series. Huh? Wow, 60 years? I know, right? I've learned a ton by working with him. He's so dedicated to his craft. But I guess he'd have to be to do this for 80 years. Wait, that was Pikachu's kind of tone. Yeah, 80 years is a long time to do anything. Wait, hold on. Didn't he just say 60 years? I highly recommend our bamboo charcoal as a souvenir. See anything unusual lately? Yeah, I should adopt Rayman's mentality. You notice anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Oh, strange question, stranger. Nothing comes to mind, though. I see. Well, thanks anyway. Nothing strange has been going on. Did I get as far as I thought I did in my, Legends file here? Because Rayman Legends on the Switch was one of the things that released, like, before I started content creation. It was released in 2017. And I know I played a whole bunch of Rayman Legends on the Wii U, so that's probably where, like, most of my progress is the case. So, I don't actually know how far I got in the Switch version. Yeah, it's... Hold on. We're doing this, and it's gonna be part of the Detective Pikachu series. Like, I do not have the time to start a playthrough of Rayman Legends. But because everyone is apparently so uncultured, we're gonna do just a couple levels of Rayman Legends in the middle of the Detective Pikachu playthrough, because screw it. You know? And I guess I'll quickly switch my category. And, you know, anyone sees this stream title of Mario wonders who the culprit is, and they're just gonna be so confused. Here. Apparently there's a whole 4 viewers in the Rayman Legends category, plus however many people are in here now. But yeah, that was also real too. Yeah, we found the thing, but like it turned out to, well, it could just be that, you know, they were saving something for later. You know, we shall see. It's not your fault, Creatures Inc. dropped the ball with this game. Yeah, to be fair, I would have more fun switching to something else. Rayman Legends slaps. It was initially designed for the Wii U. Oh, apparently there's an Assassin's Creed skin in this game, and I equipped it, and I forgot that I did. Yeah. Let's, how do I, this is the run button here. So, like, the levels in these are, you know, I find them quite fun. But my favorite part about Rayman Legends is that the final level of each world is a music level. And they get kind of crazy. I believe that this final thing is just a whole bunch of music levels. I want to show them because they actually are amazing. So you do them all, and then this is like the final one that you unlock here. And then here's like more challenging versions of all the ones before. And then like one final thing. And then here's like the 100%ing the game character. Let's see if let's start out with this initial final one here. Yeah, I don't think this one is DMCA. All these other ones are ones that are like remixes of other, you know, popular music and stuff like that. Yeah, they really went a different direction for Detective Pikachu Returns, huh? Okay, we're just playing a couple levels here because it's fun. But these levels are awesome. This is... Wait. Did I hop into the wrong one? No. It's just been a long time, right? Probably. I love these levels. No, this is the right one, I think. It's just been since forever. It's the case. But the music levels are fun. I enjoy them. But I'm used to playing the harder version of this, so... the normal version is weird. I'll switch over to the harder one after. But aren't these levels great? Yeah, didn't Game Freak really improve here? Isn't it awesome? Like, I remember when Rayman Legends came out on the Wii U, I used to play the music levels, like, a decent bit over and over, just because of how satisfying they were. I wish that there was more of them, than just, like, one per world. I do wish. Like, this is pretty alrighty, but the main thing that I want to show is the harder version of this after. Because it's crazy. Running this way we go. Yeah, this is, like, pretty straightforward. Not all that challenging. Not really a whole lot in terms of being able to mess stuff up here. Like, that's super easy mode. That's baby mode right there. But, you know, it is pretty nice still. But where things get really nice is the harder versions. So, like, there's stuff like that for the final level of each of the world, as like a kind of finale, a send-off thingamabob there. Turn yourself into an apple in PMD2. Wow. Living Dead Party. So these are like the final thingamabobs of, you know, each of the main worlds, the harder versions of them. And, like, the level themselves... No, dang it, I didn't actually want to hop in. I was trying to see what open was. Dang it. No, I'm gonna back out of this. These each have a twist over them. Like, here the screen is, like, kind of distorted and weird, and, like, the depth is jarring. You know? I'm gonna exit level, though. So, these harder versions of these levels, in terms of, like, the layout and where you jump and everything, and attack, it's all exactly the same. But they do weird things to your vision to make it really difficult to tell what the heck is going on. They each enact, like, a different thing that makes it harder, and then the harder version of that level that I just played combines all of them. Well, it doesn't really combine them, it, like, switches between them pretty rapidly. And it, I just want to show this because it's awesome. So, you know, let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, man. Because it's, I remember this level took me a lot of tries back when. Because it's, it goes out of its way to make things very jarring and uncomfortable. You know? I love that about it. This is the one where it's black and white and staticky, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it. I do love this game. It is quite the experience. What a video game right here. Oh, well, I wasn't quite on time with that, but it's fine. I didn't die. So, you know. This is, quite the experience. But yeah, I remember really struggling with this level back when I first played it. But it wasn't actually as hard as I remembered it being, probably because, you know, I've done it several times before, you know. Yeah, it's designed to be hard to look at. Is kind of the idea. That was the whole situation there. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite levels in a in a platforming video game right there. It's really good. Living Dead Party. I would love to do a full playthrough of Rayman Legends one day. Like, I could definitely see it happening. So is it X then? New daily challenge. Oh, I don't really care. So, you know, gotta love when the game goes less than 144p. Yep, definitely. Let's play one normal level for fun. I don't know what one. How about this one? I don't know. Let's do that. Oh, I haven't done that one thing, Bob. Give me that. Give that to me. Dark Creatures Rise. Yeah, Detective Pikachu Returns just turned into a little bit of Rayman Legends. Let's go. Come on. I'm rusty. Person who hated the music levels in this game, and I said, okay, you do you, man. How can you hate the music levels? Okay, I don't need another heart, though. I don't need that. Alright, away we go. We got places to be. And all that. Welcome back, Guzma. But it do be a pretty nice platformer game. Hey, if maybe I need to take a break from Mario Wonder at any point, maybe this is the thing to do instead. Because it is just generally quite a nice platformer. Whoa. Go, Rayman, come on! Ooh, whatever you find, like a secret thingamabob. Oh, so I guess I don't really need a B in here, in that case. But I'll go through here anyway. Wonder's definitely pretty fun so far. I don't need those lums. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Yeah, I guess I've done that before. She didn't. She's a playable character. Bowser has a castle kink this time. Oh. Oh. This is fine. This is A-okay. Uh-oh. Dang it. Well. Oh yeah, they put in that Dark Souls mechanic. Okay, let's not mess this up this time. There we go. I don't need that turnip. But yeah, I can't believe that I was just, seeing Rayman doing the things that he was doing in the show that I was watching. You know, I've saved that guy before, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. I missed the thing. Sucks to suck. I'm just going this way. I'm not pulling that. There. Whee! This way. Nope. A dodge roll is not a Dark Souls mechanic. That's just a game mechanic. You're like, come on. What would it bop? Don't become a game journalist where if it has a dodge roll, it's Dark Souls. We're all just slowly becoming more and more game journalists every day. Away we go. Wow, yeah. What kind of propaganda might Rayman have today? Give me that coin. Give to me. Man, I haven't played this in forever. I actually am having fun right now. I genuinely am. Whee! Alright, deal with those guys. And up the wall we go. Yeah, those guys are kind of mean. So away we go. And down here. There. Whoa, up! But yeah. Here we go. And yeah. If you want the golden each, you gotta collect a whole lot of lums, they're called. Yeah, it's fun. And you can do this game with like up to 4-player co-op. So, you know. Want a video game to play that isn't Detective Pikachu? Here's one suggestion. Or like anyone that like tries Mario Wonder, but it isn't quite for them. They're just like, oh, I want a platform, but I don't know if Mario is quite my thing. This. Yeah. This is one of my favorite platformers. It's really nice. I haven't played it in years. But you know, I do enjoy me some Rayman Legends. It's really good. Well, alright, let's go detect some things again. This is what we'll do. Let's do stuff there. The trophies are based off of how many lums you collect, which are like the little yellow/purple flying doodles there. I think you need like 600 of them when you clear the level to get a gold. Something like that. So you need to collect a whole lot. It's kind of like the Lego games that I haven't played in forever, but if it still works the same as back when, where it's like, you gotta collect enough of the currency thingamabob in order to get like Master Jedi at the end if we're talking about Lego Star Wars, because that's the main one that I played. Or whatever the heck the rank was there. It's basically like that, but with the trophies. So you gotta try and, you know, get lots of lums if you want 100% and stuff like that. Found some really interesting news regarding stuff in Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon. I haven't played Gates to Infinity on the channel, but yes, I have played it before. I played all the Mystery Dungeon games. And I'm even voice acting Umbreon in a currently still in progress, it's been in progress for a little while now, fan dub of Gates to Infinity. Which I think that they're just figuring out getting all the lines recorded, and then, you know, stuff is gonna start coming out, probably, because I don't think there's anything out yet. And things are in the final phases now. Like, about a month ago was recording, like, some of the close to the end of the game's lines and stuff. Alright, let's play some more of this.